What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Newscast. I'm joined by Alex and Brandon today.
Hello.
What's up, everybody?
And today we'll be talking about the news.
Yay!
Yeah, just don't you call instead of Goocast, you call us Newscast.
Newscast episode
Newscast
1.
Episode 1.
So, why are we doing this, Ming?
I don't know.
Come on, okay. So as you know, we pushed out 11 episodes so far, and it's all of us speaking from experiences, and hope you guys enjoyed it and can relate. But we also want to bring something in new where 3 of us will pick out a couple of interesting stuff that's going around the world, and it doesn't have to be specific to one genre topic. It could be anything from tech to politics to drama, whatever it is. And we just come together and just talk about it, and hope you guys can learn something as well, and just keep to date with what's going on around the world.
Of course.
That's why we're doing this. Hopefully you guys like it. But yeah, take it away, Ming.
So, how's everyone been? How's everyone's week?
I've been okay. I had K barbecue yesterday. It was bomb as heck.
Where do you go for K barbecue?
Yeah, man.
Hand Il Kwan.
Oh, that's
Where's
hella
that?
expensive.
Wait, where's that? That sounds
on
fancy.
Gary. It's on Gary.
It's not Gary. It's on Balboa.
Yeah, it's not all.
Oh,
you can
wait,
eat.
it's on 18th, right?
Yeah,
18th
like
and
18,
Balboa?
19.
Yeah, I used to live there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not all you can eat, but
It's
I used to
bomb
live
though.
there, and it smells really good.
It's so good.
It's so expensive
And
too.
you know it's good because
Stop
I
stressing.
always see
price.
I always see tour buses stop
Yeah,
there.
that,
So that place is good.
I was eating with a friend, and she's like, "Man, every time in the back room, like before, there used to be Korean tour buses all the time."
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was good. It's definitely expensive, but like I think it's worth the price.
Yeah,
for
I
what you
had
get.
it. My cousin brought over some takeout, and I remember is it kalbi or whatever? Or
Yeah, the
chicken?
galbi.
The
Yeah,
meats
yeah.
are
The
really
meats are good. Yeah.
I had their stew with the ribs or something, or is it
Ooh.
ribs or is it? It's
The,
like bone in beef.
What do you
What's
call it? Like
called?
the white soup, right?
Yeah, and then the beef just falls off the bone. Like,
Yeah, that's good.
it's good.
Yeah.
Okay,
sounds
okay.
good. And then I made kimchi today and went for a little bike ride.
Did you make it with your mom or
Make kimchi with my
you
mom.
made it yourself?
I made it myself.
Okay, bring some kimchi to me sometimes.
As soon as it's done fermenting.
How long does it usually take?
So you're supposed to leave it, according to the recipe, you're supposed to leave it out for 2 days, like unrefrigerated,
Okay.
and then in the fridge for like 2 more weeks.
All right.
All right, cool. So how you been, Alex? What you been up to?
My life is boring.
Are you just gonna say the same thing again? Oh, I went to work.
I went to work. I played games.
Let's see. I tried to. I entered a raffle for another pair of shoes. This time was Adidas NMDs. They did a collab with William Farrell. Sorry. Farrell. There we go. They're Human Race, and it was like pink, not hot pink, but like light pink, which I like, and with the Chinese characters saying human on top. It looks pretty good. It was like going to be my summer wear or something, It's kind of bright color. I wear a lot of black.
Ooh, I have a Pharrell's actually.
Yeah. It's $220. It was like a little pricey, but I just entered just cause why not?
It's okay.
The resale I checked wasn't that crazy, but I wasn't planning on.
I think for Pharrell's the resale is not that good. It's just like
there are a couple just based on colors, I think, that are really expensive, like they're red ones for some reason. But this pink one is okay. But at the end, I didn't even get it, so whatever.
I think the ones that are expensive are like they had like a collab for like Chinese New Year's before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Those special ones. Yeah. That's
Anything
about
else?
it. Yeah.
Nothing else?
I forgot to wake up and try to get the Yeezys, the Yeezy foam runners.
Jesus Christ.
It's like I don't know if you guys seen it. It's like one piece with holes,
One piece with holes?
Yeah, it's just one one piece of, I don't know what material it is, but it's just like one piece, no shoelace, nothing.
Oh
and
my
it's
god,
like,
this is ugly.
it looks 3D printed. It looks alien-like, and it's
Oh,
$80. Yeah, the resale value is insane. I didn't get to. I didn't wake up for
I don't
that.
think I would ever wear this in
reminds
public.
me
To be
of-
honest with you.
Dude, it looks like Crocs, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I will not wear it, but it's more like collection purposes, probably.
It reminds me of Crocs.
Yeah, but anyways, nothing.
You think we can
really-
wear that like on water?
Like, bro, imagine if like I wore that to like bowling or something. Everyone would look at me. I'm like, Jesus,
Yeah,
this is
so-
like ugly shoes, man.
that's my week.
It looks cheap made.
Gaming, and working.
Man, you say the same thing every week, dude.
Dude, I wish something is happening. I wish I get my vaccine already, but not yet. I gotta wait. Gotta be
Soon
patient.
though, soon April.
Yeah, soon.
Oh yeah, you guys heard that in California they changed it to April 15th now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to get it, and I mean, I want to go out, but no one wants to. It's just hard, dude.
There's the new variants and stuff.
That's okay, Alex. I'll go out with you.
Thank you, dude. I need someone that wants to go out. But anyways, how are you, Ming?
Yes, how are you, Ming?
Me, I was pretty tired like this weekend.
I feel like you're tired all the time, though.
No, man, on Friday I slept
I
at
feel
like
like
8
this guy's like
o'clock, dude.
depressed, like not depressed, but like down.
Down, like I feel like you're just down tired most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing going on and
You have a girlfriend. We don't have girlfriends.
That's why you
okay?
need to try new things and go out.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I just started watching videos of stocks. I want to learn how to do
Are
stocks.
you trying to learn stocks? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh man. Stocks,
Alex, a
yeah.
pretty heavy gambler, dude.
No,
Hey.
I'm not doing options in that. I don't do that. I don't know if Brandon, you're looking into that, like day trading and
No,
options.
not yet.
That's-
I'm doing more. I want to try to do more long term for now.
Yeah, that's what me and Ming are doing.
I know
but-
my coworker. Well, he's like 37, so it makes sense. He's doing day trading because he has the money for it.
Yeah, day trading.
One of my
risky.
coworkers doing day trading, and he's like younger than us, but he
Yeah,
has no money.
true.
It's
mean,
really
like,
risky. High
Day
risk,
trading's
high
super
reward.
risky. It's
Yeah.
like a super volatile market that you're playing with.
And the thing is, you could lose way more than you put in.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's
It's
why
like a
people
whole
go.
career. They spend their entire
yes.
day.
It's a career. Yeah.
yeah.
They look at graphs. They have multiple monitors.
Like
they-
3 monitors just to look at stats for.
Yeah. So it's a career for sure.
I mean, if you're really good at it, then you know.
How about you? Anything else, Ming? You like what's bothering you, dude?
Nothing really. I felt like I haven't had a vacation in a long time, but that's about it.
I haven't had vacation in a long time.
Yeah, that's
There's
everyone.
some
bro.
of us, dude.
Yeah, dude.
It's you should be getting hyped up because it seems like things are getting better and better.
Getting better and
Instead of-
better. Then you go vacation with us, and then you could introduce your girlfriend to us.
Exactly, dude, like-
Which I never had a proper introduction.
Exactly. Things are getting better, you know? If it was like even worse, like vaccine doesn't work or like people are dying still or even more, then yeah.
No.
sucks.
We don't talk about that.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah, like look
Yeah.
You gotta look at the bright
you
side.
gotta look at
buddy.
the bright side. I'm not saying like, oh, people dying, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying things are
It's
getting
just-
better, which is
Anything
good.
that makes you down is just like a very mental thing. You know.
Yeah. I'm not trying to offend anyone or trying to get into politics. I'm just saying
I'll offend Alex.
Yeah.
It's fine.
yeah, you
Alright.
always offend me.
What's that supposed to mean? Is it because of the way I look or something?
It's the way you sound.
Jesus.
All right. So 3 of us have things that we want to talk about. We have our articles and stuff pulled up. Who wants to start?
All right, go, Alex. You should start.
Me?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Why not? man?
You asked the proposals.
I'll start. Okay. This is on the whole social media, YouTube, influencer realm of things, drama. This happened, I would say, last week and this week. Things are starting to surface. More articles are coming out, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows the YouTuber and vlogger called David Dobrik. He's a huge vlogger that came up started to become really, really popular throughout the years. And you probably know him from his Tesla giveaway videos where he teams up with a company to give away Teslas. So companies start cutting ties with him when there are misconduct allegations brought up against his team called the Vlog Squad. So basically, there's this girl that came out stating that there's this one instance where he and his team, the Vlog Squad, invited these underage girls, or not legal age to drink, so like 20 years old, and they wanted to do like a vlog with them. And in order for them to loosen up, Dobrik and his team began to decide to buy alcohol for them. And one of the girls got completely wasted, and she was brought into a room with a member of the Vlog Squad. And apparently they got accused of rape. And apparently David Dobrik knew about this. He set up this whole space for it to happen. And he was very I would say ignorant, but like he turned a blind eye, I guess, on the whole situation. And now, things started surfacing, victims started coming out, and a lot of big brands like Dollar Shave Club, DoorDash, Chipotle, one of his biggest sponsors, started cutting ties with him. And now he released 2 apology videos. Since all this, he lost millions of followers, millions of viewerships. He got dropped from his own personal brand, and so people are saying he got canceled. So what do you guys think about this whole situation? Do you follow this guy? Do you know about him? Do you know about the situation?
So I know about this drama from Drama Alert,
Yeah.
and from what I heard, it seems like it wasn't David Dobrik himself. It was like one of his member, right?
Yes, it wasn't him that did the horrible action.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is just as bad as not doing anything. But I also heard like every one of the members in their vlog squad,
Yeah,
vlog team.
they're called the Vlog Squad.
I just
The
like how
vlog
Ming is
squad.
like vlog squad question mark.
Yeah, that's just proof of how I don't know them
Yeah,
that
we
well.
don't really watch their videos, but we know of the team, of him, because how big he is. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, every member on the Block Squad knew about um, the incident as well, like
Yeah.
during that time.
How about you, Brandon?
How about me?
Yeah. What do you
I-
think? Do you think he deserves this, getting completely canceled and dropped from every brand, even though he wasn't the one that directly did the horrible act?
I think he deserves to be canceled because like I know I used to watch like a lot of his videos before, but now I don't.
Okay.
So I know that like the specific vlog that they're talking about, and the
Mhm.
girls were in the video, but it felt to me that it was kind of like because they were on the vlog, it was more like a peer pressure
Mhm.
type of thing, kind of like how we're talking about like promposals before,
Yeah.
like in front of like crowd. Well, this time it's like in front of the internet, basically. Like you say yes, but also like they didn't. I guess like they didn't realize what situation they were getting into, and it became pretty serious at that time.
Yeah. I think the girls are there because they really want to meet
Yeah,
David,
to
right?
meet
Like he's
someone
a
who's famous.
celebrity. Yeah, right. And then they really, I think they said that they felt the pressure that they have to
They had to commit to something.
yeah, they have to commit to something
Yeah,
to be
to
there.
actually
And
like make the vlog entertaining.
yeah,
in a
and
sense.
I just feel like, yeah, serving alcohol to a person that's not of age, like that's already a no. And to to sexually assault the person when she's like blacked out drunk, that's obviously a
That's
big
obviously a
no.
big no. You can't do
And
that.
even though you didn't do it, you allowed it to happen. You enforced the environment for it to happen, and you are the face of your vlog squad, so you got to take responsibility.
Yeah, so that's why I think
Yeah,
it's pretty
Yeah.
normal for him to lose all these sponsorships because it's not appropriate in any
and
sense.
this kind of reminds me of, like, I watched him before, and especially on TikTok, and it's just from outside looking into his life through social media, it's just like, wow, he's such a happy person, he must be a great guy, but you really don't know what's going on
Well, because
behind
like
the scene and how they are filming it and how they are, in a sense.
it's like anything with famous people, you can't take things for face value because
Yeah.
they could have because a lot of happier people could have like a deeper, darker side.
Right. And it's also a reminder to us, that anything on the internet that you post could bite you in the ass. So it's definitely a reminder for us, even though we don't have a lot of viewers yet, but
Yeah,
we got to be careful on what we post and what we say, because we don't want things surfacing and maybe biting us in like a couple years from now. So,
or even a long-term future as well.
Yeah,
That's
long-term
true.
future. But I think all three of us agrees that what he did is really screwed up, and of course brands wouldn't want to work with him after that. And I don't really know how he's going to come back. Maybe if he has a big enough fan base to forgive him, he can come back, but I don't think it'll ever be the same.
Yeah, it won't be the same as before.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I have another one. Do you guys want me to go into it, or?
Sure, you could go into it. It's fine.
Yeah. So another one, it's social media related as well. This is article from CNET, posted on March 26, 2021 by Abrar Al-Hidi. Instagram for kids could be coming, and she said it would be disastrous. So apparently Facebook, they own Instagram, so they're planning to launch a platform specifically for kids under 13.
Under 13?
Yep. They said, apparently currently IG children, or people under 13 cannot use it. So people are concerned because we all know the effect of social media on people. We all are some way somehow affected by it. It's addicting as well. It's not a healthy thing. People are also concerned that there's no need for this, and Facebook will be harvesting children's data and profiting from their profiles, and it's really dangerous for these children because they don't know any better, to be honest. 13 and younger, like yeah, what do you guys think about this?
Dude, I think it's terrible, man.
That is bad. Because when you're that young, you don't really, I guess, like have the mindset of thinking of
so basically it's a social media specifically for kids, right? To talk amongst kids, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's terrible though, because social media, it affects like the brain, right? Like regardless what.
Yeah. Yes. It
does.
Like it affects the brain. And I don't know, man. It's just
it just, social media, just like we said before, what Brandon said, it gives like a false portrayal of a person's life, because no one will want to post their lows. They will always post their highs, what they're doing. They're having fun, they're eating good food, they're doing this, they're doing that, and it's already affecting adults. And even though, and then that's where like these depression comes in, that people compare themselves to each other, like, oh wow, they're doing this and I'm doing not even up there. Or there's online bullying, cyberbullying comes from that as well.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have some sort of mental health problem in the future.
I just don't think it's necessary for kids to hop onto it so early, though
social media definitely sets a higher expectation for you.
Yeah, even though like the younger generation, they live with iPads in their hand already, like compared to us, we're still pretty young, but we didn't really have that.
But there shouldn't be I don't, nowadays the internet's, it's just whack, because like you have it's just a bunch of people judging you basically if you're on
Yeah,
social media.
exactly. People are saying like, this is reality. Like there will not never be a society free of social media, but why do you need to rush? And like you cannot really convince people that this is a good idea because you're just trying to profit. That's all. That's how I can see it.
One of my other issue with this is that like it's basically a I don't know. It's just bad for like predators, or for it's just bad for kids for because of predators.
Yeah,
It's so easy for someone to just go in and say like they're under 13 and then
exactly. Yeah, that's a very good point that I don't think they mentioned in this article. What if like a predator, a hacker, the kids don't know any better, and how are you going to program this kid's IG to benefit the kid? What kind of feature will it have? Is it just going to be the same as the current IG where people are just liking stuff, posting pictures? Kids even know how to do that really? And I just don't know. Will it be a parent feature or something? Like, I just think this whole thing is ridiculous.
It is pretty whack, but also like generational differences are very apparent too, because like before we didn't really have too much access to the internet.
Yeah.
And
So what you're saying is it's inevitable, so might as well make an app for kids
I mean,
instead of having like the unfiltered adult current IG. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think in a sense that's the pros of it, but there's also cons because then kids can be toxic to each other as well, because like how
kids will definitely be toxic.
you know how like in terms of like we definitely learn swear words at a later age than kids nowadays because of the whole internet. So I would feel like it'd be way more toxic than before.
Yeah. I'm against it. Are you guys against it?
Yeah, I'm against
Yeah,
it.
I'm against.
Okay. Yeah, we're all against it. All right, that's my article. Who wants to take over?
My article is about Lowell and their basically their admission change to a lottery based instead of based off of merit.
So you want to introduce Lowell for
Yeah,
people
so
that
Lowell
are
High
in the Bay Area?
School, to those who don't know, Lowell High School is a pretty high prestige public school that's comparable to private schools. And in order to get into Lowell, you have to have a pretty good standing in terms of grades in middle school to get in. So it's kind of similar to college. A lot of people describe Lowell as a college prep school.
Yes.
But recently, I think the proposal was back in October, and they didn't approve of it till I think recently in like February. But as you guys know, so back last year during the lockdown, the school's grading system switched over instead of grades to a pass or fail system. So it was kind of difficult to base students off of their grades on who can and cannot be admitted, because you have like the grades is just pass or fail, right? You don't have a grades or a GPA anymore. So they switch over to based off of lottery. So it's similar to all the other public high schools. What do you guys think about this? You guys for it, against it?
I am against it.
So it's based on more of a chance system?
It's a lottery system.
Yeah, it's a lottery system, but also if you have an older sibling that's already in Lowell, you also get in right away.
Well, I feel like that's been like a thing for the longest time though.
But not Lowell.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Lowell is all based on merits and your grades and stuff.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you guys for it, against it?
I am against it. I just feel like having this one school that's different from all the other public schools is pretty cool. And if you could get in, props to you. That's all your ability, your hard work. You're a good student, and it's not just like, oh, you get in and it's all cool. It's a hard school, and my sister's in it currently, and it is very hard. It's kind of like a college format on how
very competitive.
And how you pick classes to how the professor teaches or the teacher teaches is all very college like, and they definitely try to prep you right away from once you get in. And I kind of get why it's like lottery. Maybe race and ethnicity is involved as well. Of course, COVID had an impact, but it really would bring down the whole, like, the quality in a sense of this school, how special, what makes this school special, and what makes a student that got in and comes out of this school special.
So what does your sister think about it?
My sister thinks it's unfair for the students that's currently in it and going to be in it, because she said that the professor would not dumb down their teaching and the format will still be the same, but people from the outside colleges will view Lowell as lesser now because of it's losing its edge. It's not as competitive as anymore. Also, the students that got picked in, that got lucky, they might not be able to really keep up with what's going on in Lowell. Like my sister said, they get at you right away once you get in, starting freshman. Like, she is stressed out, and it's a real deal. So I just feel like if they make anybody that just, get lucky and go in, they won't be they can't keep up. Probably it will, kind of lessen the Lowell name. It's going to be unfair to the students that's already in there, that's trying to, get into a great college. I'm just against it. Like, there's all the other public schools. Why you want to mess with the system right now?
Some say that, like, because Lowell is like really prestige and very high in education, and giving it a lottery based admission, it will give other students the opportunity and a chance to learn more. So what do you think about that? You think it's
Well, it's kind of I understand, but if it's lottery system, then the other kids, it's just all luck chance. Then the other kids that haven't get picked, then that's kind of unfair.
Wait, so what is this lottery system based on? Is it it's still based on grades, or
no?
So it's not based on grades anymore. It's based off. So, do you remember when we applied for high school, Brandon?
yeah?
You write down the school that you want to be admitted, right? Like your number one choice, and then like your second, third, fourth, fifth. So if someone put in Lowell as one of their choice, they have a chance of getting in, and if they're not admitted, then they go down the list of their choice. So if you say you want Lowell as one of your choice, you're basically put into the lottery that you would get in. But if you don't choose, Lowell, then you don't get into Lowell.
I see.
Yeah.
That's whack.
Yeah, I just feel like, if it's all by chance, then how about the other students that didn't get picked? Do they not deserve to learn more then? So I just feel like you get in because it's not by chance. You kind of deserved it. You have the grades, all that. And maybe that's just me from the perspective of having an Asian background. But I'm not for it. But too bad it's happening. So.
What about you, Brandon? Are you for it or against it? Your opinion?
I mean, if it's like random, like you're talking about, then I'm not really for it. But if it gives like people who like deserve it from, like, let's say like a poorer background, who actually like deserve to be there, because I know Lowell, for the most part, demographically, it's mostly Asian. So like, in a sense, it'd be good to like bring diversity to the school. But overall, I don't really agree with it.
So one of the main reasons why Lowell is kind of changing up the whole system is because they want to change up, like you said, Brandon, the diversity of the students in school.
Yeah, because predominantly it's been Asian for a long time.
Yeah, because it was over 50% Asians.
Yeah,
like over 50%. So the upcoming freshmen that are coming into Lowell, um, they are increasing the diversity and decreasing the majority right now. So Asians are actually going down to 38%. Oh no, not 38%. My bad. The freshman enrolled is 38% compared to last year, which was 42%.
I see.
Yeah, that is just ridiculous because yes, Asian Americans take up more than 50%, but we earned those spots. That's not forget that. It's fair game, but because of our culture, because how we value education, because of our foundation, we are more likely to go into college, and that's just a fact. And why do we have to get punished by cutting us down? Now us, we Asians have to compete with each other to get into, for a good school or a better future. And that's kind of, they're just kind of bringing race into the equation, because before it's really fair game. It's just all grades. Like,
It's all based on grades and merits, right?
pick up a book and try hard, do calculus. Like, it's not luck. And now you're cutting Asians because we're the majority. Then you're discriminating against Asians, and that makes me kind of angry. And I just want to add on to your article, Ming. I have my article brought up, and thankfully this did not pass, but it's this thing is going to the college scale, not just the high school. So there's this thing called Proposition 16, which will allow race and ethnicity to become factors in admissions for colleges, specifically UCs. And it's gonna overtake Proposition 209, which was uh, inst- uh, initiated in 1996, where you can't discriminate against people, and it's all merit based and all that. And there's arguments like, yeah, diversity, and it's people call Proposition 209 racist because people with lesser background, they their schools won't offer enough AP classes, therefore they are less competitive, and maybe they're in the ghetto or something that's not allowing them to access public libraries and all that. But people are saying that, hey, you can still get straight A's if you want to. Like, this, it's all on the student. People also said, how about we, because of financial issues, that a lot of these groups are unable to attend colleges because of finance. How about we start a scholarship for these people? Then there's the idea of, hey, that's not fair that you're only offering scholarships to only a certain group. So it's really complicated. I know that. But if you're just trying to cut down Asian people trying to attend colleges and stuff, I just think that's ultimately discrimination as well. I don't really care about your diversity, but so yeah, there's some arguments against Proposition 16. I have it right here. Allowing race to be considered in admissions is inherently discriminatory. Universities should be effectively colorblind. Students who perform excellent in high school will get their chance regardless of race. So this Proposition 16 thankfully did not pass. 9,500,000 around Californians voted against Proposition 16, and we got 7 million people who voted for it, so it did not pass. But I just think this is not how it should be. This is not the solution.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely hurting Asian people, and that is not fair because we deserve to be there. We work hard to be there. So that's my take.
So I agree with Alex in terms of like uh in terms of admission, right? Like in college, every college admission is based off of merit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So, it depends on your grades basically, and it should be colorblind. Admission should be colorblind. But I do agree with Brandon when you say like, oh, like, people in like a living in a worse situation should have some sort of opportunity, right?
Yeah, I would agree with specific scholarships and aid for people that are less fortunate. I won't mind that, to give them a little edge, a little push to compete. But I just don't agree with cutting down the majority just because you want diversity and stuff. Like, how about, yeah, it's just like the majority have to go against each other then to see who gets in, and that's not quite fair.
It's true, but there's always two sides to this, so
Yeah,
especially
there's always two sides, but I just think that this Proposition 16 and whatever, this kind of approach is not the answer. There's fixing that needs to be done, but I don't think that is the right approach to go with.
Right.
That's just my take.
Yeah, for sure. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have other opinions on this that you want to bring out.
So with the SF Unified School District, currently about 1/3 of the students are Asians. So, and then I guess they're trying to lower the percentage of Asians in Lowell because it was over 50%. But I think other high schools are also, some are also over 50% too.
True, but I mean, I don't even know nowadays because
Yeah, well, yeah,
we're not really there anymore.
Yeah,
when we were back at Wash, it was like
all Asians.
It was
bruh.
85%.
But no,
Asians.
like I wanna bring up another point though. It's like I used to go to Mission High School, and a lot of people transferred out of that school.
Yeah, it's
that
called Ming,
I
dude.
know.
Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and
Yeah.
Ming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I met you. Yeah. And surprisingly, the after I talked with the my peers that stayed at Mission, they all went to really great schools, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego, and they told me that because the class was so small, their senior class was so small, their courses turned into a college prep course where they prep you for college to get into these great schools.
Wow, that's pretty
And
nice.
because you come from Mission High School, which is, seen as a bit lower in a sense, I'm pretty sure it did something during the college admission process. So it's just hard work. To be honest, it's just hard work.
Well,
you gotta study, I guess, like do extracurricular activity, take your SATs. You probably don't even have to take.
Well,
you probably don't even have to take SATs right now because of COVID. But
the difference. Oh yeah, sorry. Keep going. Finish.
No. I'm finished. I just want to put out that point. It's not just about Lowell. Like,
what I wanted to say about the difference between Mission and Lowell, right? In terms of academics, from what I've seen, Mission is very, very forgiving in terms of assignments and homeworks and tests as well. They allow you to turn in homework late and you will still get full points. And I think in Lowell, they don't do that at all. Like whatever points you get at that assignment you get, and they don't accept late work probably.
Which is more reminiscent of college, actually.
Yeah. But I think it's because of at Mission, they're trying to push students to pass. They're pushing students to do their homework.
I think like the faculty is a big thing too. It's just my sister's teachers have been asking them on the opinions of the changes for Lowell, and I think it's just the teachers in Lowell have certain expectations and teaches a certain way that's very college-like, and I think it's been like that for years.
Yeah.
Every time we hear Lowell, is just like, damn, you have to take a test to get in. You must be hella smart,
You have to work hella hard
like
too.
you gotta work hella hard. It must be different.
Yeah, be built different.
Yeah. So Yeah, but well, it is what it is.
I always wonder,
it's
like,
not our problem anymore.
Yeah, because we're not in school.
We're
and
not in
gonna-
school anymore.
true.
Yeah.
But I always found it curious how people who went to Lowell had always had like the low mentality.
Yeah, they also have a low mentality as well.
Like if you're not smart enough, go fuck yourself, basically.
For sure.
They don't like to
dude.
help each other either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're very competitive
It's always
amongst
like
each
that.
other.
Yeah. Is what it is, man.
it is what it is.
All right. Ming, you
Alright.
got any more to add, or
No,
Brandon wants to take over?
about it. So
That's about it.
pass it over to Brandon.
All right, I think
All right,
for
Brandon.
the rest of this time, I'll only talk about the one article I have, and then I'll continue the other article next time because that's more of the other article is about like Asian hate, so it's
Okay.
more of a broader topic that we could talk about another time.
All right.
So this topic news article that I have is New York Police Department officers are no longer protected from civil lawsuits after City Council passes police reform legislation. So what that means is like whenever blame comes onto a police officer, say for
Mhm.
example for like misconduct or even like the extreme cases like murdering someone, then they can't use that protection from civil lawsuits for being a police officer anymore to protect themselves because that's always been a thing for the longest time. And then this also includes that there would be like a third party that would investigate the police officer to see if there's a history of bias or racial profiling complaints.
Okay.
And then there's going to be support for a state bill that would give that third party the authority to give discipline recommendations for that officer.
Mm-hmm.
Because before, according to this article, the final say for that used to be up to the police chief, which is actually like pretty biased.
Yes. And you got this article from CNN, right?
Yeah, from
Brandon?
CNN.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, like, between the reactions from police and activists, like activists are saying it's good, but police boards are being like, this is unfair because criminals are going to get away and whatnot. And, but what do you guys think about this legislation that passed?
So before, how were they like protected?
So before they just
have some kind of immunity or
they
something?
They have immunity to civil lawsuits. So basically, police in any state has immunity from civil lawsuits, which has been a continuous problem for the longest time. This just means like, say like you did misconduct against someone or murdered someone as a police officer.
Yeah.
The family of the murdered party can't conduct a civil lawsuit against you because you have immunity against it, which is pretty biased. That's why the police system is like pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I think this is a good thing. It'll just allows kind of forces put pressure to on the police officers to not be so reckless sometimes or not to be.
Okay, I found the like a little definition for it. Yeah. It says the term refers to a legal principle that protects government officials from civil lawsuits alleging they violated a person's rights.
Okay, so they won't get the what do you call it?
They won't get the blame.
So
they don't have to really take responsibility for
they don't
violating someone's rights because they're protected and they're police officers.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So if you're working for the government, it basically gives you immunity from violating a person's rights, which is like ridiculous.
I feel like that's a good step to tackle police brutality and stuff, because I feel like police officers are not properly trained and they have all the power, and sometimes with the stress of the work as well, it could really get to their mental, their
that's true. It's very true, but it's also like there's a lot of things that need to be worked on in the police system.
But I just feel like this is a good step forward.
True.
It's fair, and it removes bias, like you said. The third party would do an investigation instead of the police chief or something that's 100% biased. And
I just think it's like from my personal point of view, the police system is just like super fucked up. Like,
Oh yeah, that super fucked up. Like this will not solve everything. They need proper training and all
proper
that.
training. Yeah,
Whatever.
like you
There's
need.
so much into it.
It actually
But
needs to be like police training. Actually, has to be like a couple years rather than like a couple
yes,
months.
yeah, and training to not just combat and like drills, but also taking classes on psychology, on human development, on social work, and all that.
Like background checks on
Yeah,
people.
yeah. So I just feel like this is a good step. It's something good that the police department, police officers won't be able to abuse. But because there's a lot of police officers that abuse their power and violate civilians' rights, and they get away with it. Now this will
Yeah.
kind of get rid of that.
Kind of like curb their.
Well, it won't get
power.
rid of it completely.
It won't get rid of it,
Yeah,
but
It
will,
kind of curbs like what
Yeah.
they're doing basically.
yes, there will be some fairness. People won't be so reckless. And I understand that policing is a hard job, super stressful. But you still got to take responsibility, accountability to the things that you've done to people.
You just gotta know what's right or wrong, especially when
Yeah.
apprehending people, which has been
Yep.
like a very controversial topic.
Yeah, so it removes bias, and that's a great thing. So I say it's a good thing. It's a good direction. There's so much more that needs to be worked on, but this is something. Hopefully, it could decrease police brutality and all that.
Yeah, that's true. What about you?
So I do agree that there are some police officers that abuse their power, and then there are some that are like just doing their job. Like if someone has a gun, right, and like what's a police officer gonna have to do? Like they're just gonna talk to them to lower their weapon. What else can they do?
For sure.
True, but
So
yeah, but it's also like there's a lot of racial bias that goes into this, especially with the bad apples of the police.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean, being a police officer is hard. I mean, I don't know what else we can really say about it. I mean, I don't know how to fix.
Understand what Ming is coming from. Like being police officer is one of the hardest job ever. You have to deal with criminals, people with guns, violence, and you don't know when you will die. That's a lot of stress being out there every day. But that doesn't mean that you can be an asshole. And you sign up for this job. You're getting paid a very good amount for this job.
But I mean the pay is like understandable for
you still gotta hold your duty, and for this is just to tackle some of the bad apples or some of the unfairness that's been happening. And this is only in NYPD, the New York City.
in New York.
We'll see how this works. And we live in SF, so it's not affecting our police department, but we'll see how it goes in over there. Maybe if it goes well, it could be unified,
implemented elsewhere.
Yep.
So the thing, the recommendation, the discipline recommendation I talked about, it's because the police commissioner before had the right to disregard recommendations, and then that was a big point of concern for the Eric Gardner case. Eric Gardner, if you know.
Can you remind us?
So that was let's see, that was like a black man who was subdued. He was pretty heavily obese, and then they put him in a chokehold, and then he said he couldn't breathe.
Oh,
this was like probably like 2013, 2014.
And then I'm assuming he passed away.
Yeah, he passed away because of that.
And their families couldn't do anything about it, or
couldn't sue him.
So like let's see. It says the police commissioner had the right to disregard like disciplinary recommendations. That was a big point of concern because it gave the police basically the right to not take action for what he
so he could still be a police officer after
so he could still be a police officer and not get any punishment from that.
I see.
Which is awful.
That is awful. You don't have to put a chokehold on someone for that long.
Yeah.
For that person to die from it. So
yeah, I don't know. It's like logically, some people are just, I don't know. It's
and that goes into the whole training and need more practices and drills, audits. This is a whole issue.
Yeah, but that's basically my article. And then the other article, I think it would take too long for us to talk since we've been talking quite a bit. So
How
far.
long are we in right now? Do you know, Brandon?
Almost an hour now.
Yeah, almost an hour.
Hey, I'm good. Yeah, we talked about, what did we talk about? YouTuber David, the scandal,
YouTuber
the
David
views of
Dobrik.
David Dobrik, Instagram for
LOL.
kids,
We talked about
LOL.
LOL.
And
then
now we talk about police.
which is a very controversial topic in the first place.
Yeah, Ming, you want to close it?
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks for joining us this week where we talked about news. What can we say about this week's takeaway, Alex?
Well, we have multiple topics, but
It's kind of hard for a takeaway, to be honest. Just
study hard. Study hard. Be careful what you post online, what you say online. It could come back and bite you. Yeah.
I don't know what to say about the police thing. Be aware of your.
You just be aware of the situations that go on around you, especially like be very up to date about things.
Yeah, hopefully you guys, can have a little debate on the topic that we talked about, like how we did, and hope you guys enjoyed it. And we enjoy talking about it. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna end it, but
go ahead.
We'll see you guys next time. This is Ming signing out.
This is Alex. Thank you, guys.
This is Brandon. Goodbye.
We'll have more newscast
some other day,
some other week. It'll be back.
Better days.
Yep. Peace.
Bye.